children. Shubh Prabhat. I am P.L. Mishra. On behalf of Education for You is going to discuss about verb, that is doing work. Chapter 2. Today the discussion is finite verb and non-finite verb. What is the action of a finite verb in sentence and what are the action of a non-finite verb in action? That will be discussed today. And I am trying briefly, I will present before you and you should attentively listen it. First one, what is finite verb? Finite verb, it is agree with subject in number, person and tense. It is bound with subject. It is very obedient. And what the subject wants, obediently it carried out. But in case of non-finite, it does not care. It does not care the order of a subject or any tense, person, number. It has its own kingdom and he is the king of his own kingdom. How it will be functioning, that will be discussed before you. Let's come here. Third person singular number. Third person singular number, that means here beforehand I am telling you another example, that is in case of a finite verb, how it is changing, how the verb, how the subject, that is person, number and tense, on the basis of a number, person and tense, how it is changing. For example, here I am here, I am here, that is first person, I, that is why am is being required here. But whenever we are going to change this one in plural number, that will be we are will be there, it will change. And whenever I'll go towards third person, then it will be he is here. And whenever we'll go to third person plural number, it will be they are here. And in case of a past tense, that is I am here, then it will be I was here, am will be was, and we are here, it will be we are here. He is here, then it will be they are here. He was here, it will be they were here. It is changing according to subject, according to person, according to number, according to tense. It is happening. That is why it is changing. That is why one of them, I am taking example how it is changing and how the non-finite verb is remain constant. Look at here, I am taking one example, that is third person singular number. The bird loves singing or to sing. The bird loves singing, or you may write to sing. But in case of third person plural number, bird will be birds and here was loves, then it will be love. Singing, to sing. In case of a simple past, the birds loved singing or to sing. But here changes loves, love and loved. Loves is singular and plural number birds, here it will be love, and whenever it will change it into past or tense, then it will be loved singing. But what happened here? But the non-finite verb remain unchanged everywhere. In case of third person singular number, it is singing. In case of third person plural number, it is also singing. In third person, in simple past, that is also singing, loved singing, but singing never be changed. It does not obey the order of subject. Let's come here. Why? If he does not obey the order of a subject or does not depend upon person, number and tense, then how it is forming its area, how it is conquering, covering its area, it will be discussed now. Let's come here. Non-finity verb. What is non-finity? Non-finity verb has been divided into three categories. First one is infinitive, then second one is participle, third one is gender. And what is infinitive? I have already told you what is infinitive in tense chapter, in verb chapter, that is to go, to play, to write, to sleep, to dance, to fight, to make. All these are infinitive verb. Then how it is functioning? Let's come here. In case of subject of the verb, how it is functioning? To error is human. To error is human. In case it acted here as a subject. Next one, object of the transitive verb. I like to play. I like to play. It acts here as object of the transitive verb. The next one is how it is functioning as complement of the verb. His habit is to play. His habit is to play. It is complement of the verb. The next one is object of the preposition. I am about to go. I am about to write. That means I have to do this work, or I am about to go. This one is prepositional object. The next one is objective complements. I found him play. I found him play. It is bear. Then how bear is there, that will be discussed. Let's come here. In case of bare infinitive, this one is simple infinitive. I expressed before you. But in case of a bare infinitive, there is no need to establish to go, to play, to write, to sleep. But without to, sleep, play, dance, write, fight, how it is coming, that will be discussed. But mind it, there are very important things. In case of a bare infinitive, where you find bid in the sentence, let in the sentence, make in the sentence, see in the sentence, hear in the sentence, behold in the sentence, know in the sentence, there in the sentence, rather in the sentence, there two will not be established because it is bare infinitive. How bare infinitive sentence is formed? Listen to me. I let him speak, but not to speak. I let him speak, but not to speak. The next one, I made a letter write, but not I made a letter to write. You need not go there, but not you need not to go there. The next one is I dare not speak, but not I dare not to speak. Don't write that one. I dare not speak. It is bare infinitive. I had rather read than play, but not I had rather read than to play. That is wrong because it is bare infinitive. I have told you there are some fixed fixed auxiliary verb that does not need to. That is called bare infinitive, such as bid, let, make, see, hear, behold, know, dare, and rather. The next one is, let's come here. I have told you, that is, the next one, infinitive, has already been completed. Then second one is participle. What is participle? Participle, there are, I have told you, that is present participle, past participle, present participle, and perfect participle. What is present participle? What is past participle? That is write, wrote, written, fight, fought, fought, make, made, made, sleep, slept, slept, made, slept, kept. All these are past participle. And present participle, that is going, playing, dancing, sleeping, writing. All these are the present participle. And what is perfect participle? That is having gone, having decided, having played, having written. After having the past participle, verb will come here. That is called perfect participle. How it is used in the sentence, that I shall have to look and understand about this matter. In case of that is participle. In case of participle, a born child dreads the fire. A born child dreads the fire. Here, verb is, that means it is also called verb adjective. It is verb adjective. A born child dreads the fire. That is, this one is past participle. Then let's come here, present participle. Hearing the sound, I ran away. Hearing the sound, I ran away. This is the present participle. Here we felt same thing. Verb plus adjective. It is called verb plus adjective. Then let's come here. Then perfect participle, how it is used in sentence. Having entered into the temple, I prayed the God. Having entered into temple, I prayed the God. The fisherman, having cast the net, caught some fishes. All these are called, that is perfect participle. Perfect participle. There are three kinds. I told you before, that is past participle, present participle, and perfect participle. Three kinds of participles are there. They acted like this way. Then let come here gerund. What is gerund and how it functions in sentence? For example, I am taking some example, that is ing verb. Ing verb directly interpret and acted in the sentence as a major role. That is, I like playing football. Here is gerund is playing. I like playing football. The next one, walking is a good exercise. Walking, direct interpreted here. Then laying is seen. Laying is seen. All these type of sentences are there and recognized and distinguished as gerund. I hope you all have understood it clearly without having any doubt. If any doubt, you may ask me over telephone. This is all about my teaching, and you all are advised to collect like this type of sentences, more than 100, and arrange it in sentence for your practice and future advance. This is all about my teaching. I hope if anybody like my teaching, they do subscribe and share their friends and relatives. Thanks.